The royal family love a trip to the fish and chip shop, a former royal butler has claimed. Grant Harrold worked for King Charles from 2004 to 2011, during which time, he also looked after Prince William, Prince Harry, and Kate, Princess of Wales. Speaking on behalf of Slingo, Mr. Harrold, who now runs his own etiquette and butler school, said the firm would often tuck into fish and chips washed down with a cup of tea on a Friday, particularly when in Scotland. However, he explained that when they have the traditional British meal, it would be done in a different way. Instead of having the typical battered cod, they would often have sole. Mr. Harrold said getting a takeaway from the chip shop does not say anything about your status, as even the royals enjoy this indulgence. He said, having fish and chips says that we are British, and we're proud of our roots as Brits. It doesn't say anything about your status or anything, because even royals love a trip to the chip shop. He explained that having fish on a Friday is a long-standing tradition that the royals cannot resist. Mr. Harrold continued, in Scotland, having fish and chips on a Friday is very common. You would have fish and chips and a cup of tea. And I've noticed it's very similar in England, where people will head to the chippy on a Friday. I wouldn't say that royals or aristocrats wouldn't not have fish and chips, I wouldn't say it would never happen. But they would more likely have sole and chips. It would be done in a different way. Traditionally, fish and chips come from a religious tradition, as they wouldn't eat meat on a Friday. But now, it's just something that our parents and grandparents have done. The late Queen Elizabeth's former chef Darren McGrady explained on his YouTube channel that she would not eat the fish deep fried in the crispy rich batter, as that was too much for her. Instead, he said she enjoyed a more refined fish and chips with the potatoes cut to the exact same length in perfect rectangles stacked in a neat yenga-like pile on the plate, with the fish coated in panko breadcrumbs and cooked in the oven. But when the royal family stay at Balmoral, the Queen would occasionally indulge in a takeaway. A source told The Sun's Fabulous Digital that she would get one from Ballater, which lies some 8 miles from the Balmoral estate. They said, she very occasionally treats herself to fish and chips when at Balmoral. A footman is dispatched to get it from the local town of Ballater. It seems likely that King Charles and Queen Camilla will continue this tradition when staying in the Scottish royal residence this summer, as the popular takeaway is also a favourite of the new queens. In an interview with You magazine last year, conducted by her son Tom Parker Bowles, she said, and freshly cooked fish and chips, wrapped in paper. That smell! You cannot beat proper fish and chips.